podcast with Madam Speaker. My name is Perseverance Maremeni, also known as Madam Speaker, also known as the CEO of Self Love. Very random live. Like I said in my bio, that we are going to be going live randomly as and when the need arises. And today just happens to be one of those days where the need to go live actually arises. And we're going to be talking about incriminating yourself because of love. Yes, incriminating yourself because of love. This is coming after I saw a comment on Instagram on one of the posts that I made. I think a video that I posted last night where I was talking about how, as a baby mama, you don't have to have this man reporting to you who they are dating all the time. You know, that's you trying to get some sort of like control or wanting to be in control of the baby daddy's life from the outside. You can't be getting this man reporting to you every time when they see somebody new, because when you are the baby mama, and therefore you need to have this stamp of approval before your baby daddy dates other people. And somebody was raising the fact that, listen, well, what about when when this guy always dates girls 0 to 3 months, 0 to 3 months? I mean, I want my kid to be introduced to somebody that this man is going to get married to. And I had two questions to ask. Number one, who told you that this man wants to get married? Number two, what is it that says to you or your child these people are in a relationship? Because we all have friends who are male and female, and just by having your child around the girlfriend, it doesn't necessarily mean that they are dating. They could really just be friends, just like any other female friend that a man has and other male friends that a woman has. So your baby daddy's girlfriend could just easily be a friend of your baby daddy, and the child could just know the girlfriend as a friend of their father. You understand? So this thing of us wanting to micromanage our exes from a distance and remotely control their lives, it's absurd. So I saw a comment where somebody was saying that there was a time where she had a woman smashing her windscreen and destroying her car completely, simply because the baby daddy the baby daddy didn't notify her that he was gonna bring a child around his new girlfriend, who happened to be this woman. And my question that I'm still waiting for this woman to respond to me is, did you lay criminal charges against this person, right? And now this goes to the topic that I want us to talk about. I want us to talk about incriminating yourself all because of love, right? Yesterday was Human Rights Day. For those who are in South Africa, it was a public holiday. And for some reason, I woke up in the morning and I was thinking about how women are not free. Women take our rights and we hand them over to men in our houses. We are free outside, we are free at work, we know how to lodge grievances, we know how to follow procedures. But when we get inside the house, automatically that goes out the window. You allow yourself to be abused, you allow yourself to be mistreated, all in the name of, as a woman, when you're in a house, you're not going to be a boss in your house. In your house, you must behave like a wife, and then outside you can behave like a boss. And for me, I always feel like, okay, I don't know how you separate the two, because it's still one person, right? And now it got me to a point where I was now doing research on women behind bars and main reasons why women get to be incarcerated. And then there's a podcast. I always speak about this podcast. Oh my goodness, I love Behind the Wall by Skim GP. It's a podcast which is on YouTube, where he shares he on the podcast he usually has guests who are ex-convicts, come to share their story and everything. And of all the ex-convicts that have been there, every time when there's a woman who shares her story, because remember, it's not all about them just narrating their prison life. They take it from before they got arrested, what made them to get arrested, and the life after getting arrested and life after prison. And all of these women, or majority of these women, when they narrate their story, it's always linked to a man. If a woman is narrating a story of how she was a drug mule and everything, there's always a man who convinced her and smoothed her into being in a relationship with him. Then she ended up being a drug mule. A woman is going to prison because she stabbed a man who was cheating on her to death. A woman is behind the walls because she beat up a girlfriend of the baby daddy, and then now the girlfriend laid charges. And also there's a case that I actually remembered. I was speaking to a lady a couple of days ago who was crying her eyes out because she she's married, right, to this man, and this man cheated on her. And in this man cheating, she then decided to go and beat up the girlfriend. The girlfriend was like, no, listen, I'm not your punching bag. If this is how you do it with your husband here in this house, me, I'm gonna show you. She went and she laid charges. This man got arrested, and okay, I think people are having a conversation by themselves there, because I'm not reading comments. I'm just seeing adjust the brightness and whatnot. Anyway, this man, this woman went and laid charges against the wife. The wife didn't get arrested, but she ended up having a criminal record, and her career was destroyed, and now she's running around up and down every day trying to clear her name. All of this because of what? Because of Endoda, you know. And I even added on that and said that, you know, I wish we as women, we could have what do you call this thing, you know, if I would be so proud of you. You know, I know this is so wrong, but I would be so proud of you as a woman if you say, I'm behind bars because I organized a cash in transit heist, and I killed it, and one day I got busted. You understand? I was busy I was busy, what do you call this, mugging people, and I got busted. I would be so proud of you that you actually, you know, single-handedly got yourself in jail. You don't have anybody's son attached to that, or anybody's son to blame for that. So I'm not encouraging crime or anything like that. But what I'm trying to raise, the point that I'm trying to raise is that women, how do we get to a point where we lose ourselves? My goodness, I'm so glad the name of this podcast is called Losing in Love. How do we get to a point where we lose ourselves so much that we even end up in jail? Because remember, if you are in a toxic, that's why in the beginning of this conversation, I said that so many of us, you know, we know freedom outside of our houses. The minute you get inside the house, the toxicity which is in the house, you guys normalize that. And it's okay for you guys to hit each other and throw things at each other until one of you dies, obviously. But if you are used to that toxicity in that household with just you and your partner, now if you want to involve other people from the outside, you think other people are going to let it slide the same way that you and your partner, you're busy beating each other up every single day, and you let it go like that. That's not how it works, you know. Can we do better as women? Like I said, I'm not encouraging crime. I'm not promoting crime. But all I'm saying is, of all the criminal offenses, can you commit a criminal offense that is not attached to a man? You know, men are busy bombing ATMs alone. There's not even a woman who's like, there's a woman who got me hooked into selling drugs. There's a woman who got me hooked into bombing ATMs. They're the ones who are the mastermind behind this. And we are literally just letting go of our careers, of our future. We forget about our children, and we're going in there, and we are busy just going crazy. Is it really worth it? You know, is it really worth it? So basically, this is the topic that I wanted us to talk about today. And I saw that there was a couple of comments where people, you know, could relate to the story, and others were like, yo, my story is so long, and this and that. And also there was another episode that we did, you know, of Losing in Love. It was so intense, that episode. I can't remember what we're talking about, but obviously our topics are always around, you know, blended families and stuff like that. So there was a lady who was narrating a story of how she was dragged by a woman who had a baby. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm being called here. Let me just mute. Do not disturb. Okay. I hope you guys can still hear me. I forgot to put the phone on do not disturb before I went live. Can you guys hear me? Let me just confirm if you guys can hear me before we can take it forward or take it further. Let me know. Can you hear me? Are you able to hear me? Just give me a thumbs up, give me a heart, give me a response, and then we'll take it from there. But in the meantime, okay, great. If you can hear me, that is great. So basically, that is what I'm here about, guys. I want to know what your thoughts are. And also because I was seeing a lot of people who were commenting on it to say, yo, I have my own story. I was like, hey, let me just open this platform. People can come in and share their stories of how they got convicted, or they almost got convicted because of love, you know, because we really are risking. Like, there's no agenda that risks like women, hey? Like, men risk for other things, risk in other things, ne? But it's always about them and what makes them happy. We are willing to risk everything for a man. And I want us to talk about this openly, to say, what is it that we can do to help one another as women, to draw the line and have boundaries for ourselves, boundaries that nobody is going to overstep. You understand what I mean? Because I think our lack of boundaries is the reason why people are walking all over us. You wake up one morning, you realize, you know what? I'm way into deep and there's not even a way out. And one of the reasons why we do lives like this is so that we can teach and educate one another, so that even the kids or the children or the girls that are coming after us, they don't have to make the same mistakes that we are making. You get what I mean? Because it is so pointless. Imagine your parents are working so hard to take you to school only for you to be arrested and have your entire career destroyed because you were fighting for a man, because you went and you smashed a car of your man's girlfriend, and she'd be like, ah, no, you don't know me, I will show you today. So as I was still saying before I got disturbed by the call, there was a lady who shared a story on the live that she had a baby daddy. They broke up with the baby daddy. They got back together with the baby daddy, but by the time they got back together, the baby daddy had a baby with somebody else, right? By the time that person came back, that lady was not having it. She was not happy with the fact that her man is now double crossing her and is being in a relationship with is going back together with the baby mama. They went there with her family. They became so violent. They started, hitting on this woman. This woman almost lost her life. And for a period of 3 years, she was working, she was doing the court route. They were back and forth at the court because she was trying to get justice for herself. She eventually did get her justice. And my question would be, was it worth it? Like, I know that in most cases, we as women, we have a tendency of, I'm going to show her who I am. Like, guys, me, I would rather show you who I am via the law. I can show you who I am via the law if I have to. I can show you who I am by just responding to you on social media. I will never want to show you who I am because of I beat you up. And I think that my fear for going to jail came when I was still in high school. There was a time, my goodness. And when I think about it, I don't even want to share this story because it's so embarrassing. I think that was the first and the last time I did a fist fight. You know how we short people are. Short people are very disrespectful. Short people, their temper is as short as they are, and they want to prove a point that just because I'm short, it doesn't mean that you must disrespect me. So there was a lady that I was dating this guy, right? And the two ladies were dating this guy. Then the other one, the friend, then picked on me. The friend was, older than me. So the friend was like, yeah, I'm gonna fight my friend's battle. Because remember, me and the friend, we are same age, but we are competing for a boy. Then the friend was like, yeah, me, I will enter here, you know what, I will show you, I will do this, I will do that. It ended up me and this friend fighting a fist fight. Welcome, Advocate Tracy. So we fought, and I broke the girl's arm. Like, literally, when we started fighting, guys, G-strings were flying in the air. The S was outside. And I think I was 17 by then. Now me, I'm sitting on top of this girl. Guys, I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here on top of that girl. And during that time, there was I don't know, during our time, identity was the shop, like when you dress from identity, you are the girl and everything. So and during that time, guys, I'm telling you a true story. This is one of the reasons why I don't like fighting, like physical fights, because me, I can really brutalize you, I don't even want to do that. That's why I would rather fight with my mouth and we are done. So during that time, identity, as I was still telling you, identity, they used to sell those big rings. I don't know if you guys are born from the 2000s or the 90s or the 80s, but yeah, during our time in the early 2000s, identities, they used to sell these big rings. Guys, I went to fight this girl with all the rings on all the fingers because I had different ones. I was the daddy's girl. My daddy used to make sure that I don't lag, so that with big stones, when I pam, them with big stones. So because I had plenty of those rings, I wore them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wore them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We went there to fight with this girl. Remember that time? Yeah, I remember very well. I think it was in 2005 or 2006. My mom had passed away. So this girl, she decided that she's gonna tell me about my dead mother, and maybe I'll just cry and run away and whatever. Guys, did I not beat up this girl? Like, I don't even know how I got her. She's like up here. Guys, I'm short. Guys, I have scandals. Yes. Guys, I have scandals. If you ever get to sit with somebody that I went to school with, they will tell you that what I'm doing on social media right now, where I don't care about anybody and I'm not moved. They will tell you it's small waters. Me, I used to be scandalous, guys. When I was growing, I was that problem child. You understand? So excuse me. So this girl, she's so tall. Me, I'm short. I'm like, okay. By the time I get to her and she tells me my news, I can see, okay, what I'll need to do, I'll just kick both legs. She will fall on her head. And they were saying, I believe you, sis. I'll just kick, like I've already calculated it. When I get there, because she's so tall, I will not be able to hit her on the face because she's tall. I'm going to kick both her legs. And then once the legs get together, she's going to fall on the side. And then I'm going to climb her and I'm going to beat the heck out of her. And that's exactly what happened. When she was busy saying, yeah, you think I'm scared? Because remember, I'm down there, she's up here. I'm like, hey, what are you saying? What were you saying? What were you saying about my mother? What are you saying about my mother? She's like, yeah, I'm not scared of you. When are you short stuff you? She's looking at me from that angle. Short stuff you. I was like, "Grr." I dribbled her. She fell on the floor, guys. I was like, yeah, good shot. I was climbing on top of her. I beat her up. Guys, I broke that girl's arm. I am so ashamed of this story. I don't know if she remembers it because I found out later that she's my distant cousin because Minavele, where we come from, we are all related, right? Hey, Bazalwan. Hey, I beat that girl up, and it got to a point where she was now saying, yeah, kill me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, guys, you know when you're fighting with somebody to a point where they say kill me, you must understand that no, they are saying ding, 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 ding. The game is over. Okay? You don't have to beat me up any more than you've already beaten me up. Do you understand? I mean, I saw this girl once, she says, yeah, kill me, finish me off. I thought you want to kill me, kill me, kill me. I'm like, yeah, I want to kill you so that you can be dead like my mother. I thought you are talking about my dead mother. You are going to follow her today. Guys, I was like, yeah, with those rings from identity. Ha, ha, ha. After that, ne, guys, this is me. I'm telling you the truth. This is why I don't like fist fights. This is why I don't like fist fights. I get up, I tinter myself, I dust myself. I take my school bag. Ha, I go to school. I went to school and I studied. And plus, I was a math guru by then. I'm there sitting there by the, no, this is what you do. This is what, yeah, that's me. As if I never even fought. That girl, I left her there on the floor. Or rambarara. In Chivenda, they say, or rambarara. She was literally like water which is scattered on the floor. I didn't even look back. I didn't even have that thing, you know? So later on that day, this is going back to me, why today I will never fight a fist fight with a girl because of a boy, right? The only reason why I would end up in jail, if I ever, yeah, na rapaletse, sister. The only reason why I would probably be in prison is if anybody touches my kids. You see, with my kids, my sister, me and you, we will meet there by the jail cell. We will fight, right? So, me, I go to school, guys. I go there. We study. It's a good day. I do my thing. Plus I'm a crack. You know what's a crack? I'm a ngondo. Me. I know myself. We are done. Go back home after school, guys. I found a van waiting for me. Do you understand how bad it was? I found a van waiting for me. That child, the mother came to fetch her. They took her to the hospital. Even today, guys, in my big age, that woman's mother does not like me. When she looks at you, she looks at me with those eyes. And plus, there's a rumor that woman, hey, after 12 is after 12. But anyway, we are equal up. She gives me that eye. How are you, piece of shit? You once broke my daughter's arm. Yeah, guys, let me tell you something about me. My father, when they got there, my father was like, hey, you know what? I don't know who that child is. I don't know whose child that is. You can do whatever you want with her. You can take her. She can go sleep in a jail cell for a couple of days if you want. Hey, guys, let me tell you, the only thing that saved me, the only thing that has always saved me in all my fights and all my troubles, is my grandmother. My grandmother, I love that woman. So I was like, no, take me. Take me, because this one you're not taking. This one, my own daughter that God gave me. Take me. Guys, I got home, and then those people told me, they sat down with me, like they just had a conversation with me, because my grandmother was like, no, listen, this child, her future can't be destroyed. She's a really smart kid, you know, and everything. And I was really a smart kid, you know. And then the police, they sat me down. They're like, listen, girl, what's going to happen with you is that you're going to end up in jail if you are behaving like a ratchet, you know. You don't like anything in the house. You don't need to be fighting on the streets. What is a boyfriend? Get another boyfriend, you know. I'm like, no, I tried to explain to them, no, she told me about my dead mother. No, I'm not even dating the same guy with her. She's fighting her friends' battles and whatever. It didn't work. They still tell me, well, girl, listen, if this is how you're going to be behaving, because remember, guys, and there's another story, maybe I will tell you that story, because you guys, you want me to do a story time, you don't want to enter the live and tell us your stories. It's fine, I will tell you my stories. I have stories for days. So I'll tell you another one after this one. So the problem with this fighting spirit, once you fight once and you win the fight, it becomes in you. carry yourself in a manner that, listen, you don't mess with me. And I remember the time when I was beating up this girl, it was in front of other children, you know. So it was that thing. I already, no, you see that short one, you don't mess with her. That short one will butcher you, you know. So you develop that thing of, no, we can Puma silhouette anytime. Guys, you see the Puma silhouette attitude that I have on social media. I used to have that Puma silhouette attitude even in real life, but these days I don't have it anymore. Like in real life, I would rather not fight. I would rather walk away because I don't want to end up in jail. You know, that really scared me that day. That day I saw my life just flashing in front of my eyes. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to jail. You know, that's why I like to fight by the book these days. Hey guys, after that fight, I now developed this attitude that I have I can beat up anybody I want to beat up. So, but the thing with me is that thank you so much. I see somebody saying something about the lipstick. Some of us Imagwala, we only win fights through the mouth. Yeah, the thing with me is I then moved from winning fights physically to winning fights with my mouth. Like my sister, me, I have answers. Like whether you find me prepared or unprepared, I have answers. And also the thing with me is I don't pick on people. I think that's one thing that people get twisted. Even those who would say you're a bully, you are this. Thank you so much, baby. You are this, you are that. I will never like bring anybody, tell anybody to come here and say, na as perseverance out of nowhere. I started a fight and I just decided to fight on them. And I never do that. Now I always defend myself, you know. So now, now remember I have this attitude of saying, me, I will beat the crap out of you, ne? And now I got the lipstick from it's an Essence lipstick. Hey, I hope they're gonna pay me for this because this is free marketing. Even the thingy has wiped out. This is the lipstick that I usually use every day, 24/7. This is the one that I wear. Okay, Essence. Anyway, so now I move around with that attitude of, me, I can beat you up, right? And then I go into a new school. The school that I go into now, very dangerous school. Hi.
Nah.
Ah.
Baruvanga
Barmini.
Andizone kakauna.
Eh.
Arnotakala. Ay, manaman.
Do you wanna join in the topic? Do you have a story to share, or you just wanted to greet me, the host?
Greet you and talk about the topic.
Okay.
Perseverance. You know that name is powerful. You know, there's a saying, they say we live in an armed camp, making wars with a chaotic world, and the children of chaos are nothing but traitors within our gates. The way the world now is persevering with the hardcore labor, with the hardcore pain and sorrow. I don't know what is happening. Tell me, what is happening, my dear? What is happening now?
No, we are not gonna deviate. The thing is, we're not gonna deviate from the topic. Let me finish my story, Ned. Then maybe you can give me a sachet.
Let me listen, yeah. Sorry, I'll listen.
Because I thought you wanted to share your story, Ned, but it's fine. Because today we are talking about women incriminating themselves because of love. A lot of us have gotten into fights that could have landed us in jail or in prison simply because of a man, simply because we were smuggling drugs for a man. Like literally, there is no, we are starting like you see us as women here, we are starting a gang or cash in transit heist inyana, where it's just us women. Where you see a woman, in most cases, and it's not 100% of the time, in most cases when you see a woman behind bars, when she shares a story of what happened to her, there's always a man, there's always, I was stigmatized, you know, I was in love, you know. And that's basically what we're talking about today, to say, is it really worth us incriminating ourselves, these things that we get ourselves into, right? But anyway, it deviated from that to me just sharing my story, since, well, the people are not yet here to share their own story about what almost got them in jail because of love. Now, moving back to the second story, guys, remember I said that once you win the first fight, you now feel pompous. You feel like, you know what, I can take down anybody. Listen, don't mess with me no matter how short I am. Then I go into this school. This school, I don't know if you guys, back in the day, you used to watch Yizo Yizo. Do you know Yizo Yizo? There was a school there by Yizo Yizo called Supatsila. Ne? Hey guys, the school that I moved into, it was a Supatsila of the villages. It was a Supatsila of the villages, the school that I went to. There it was dog eat dog. And I get there, I found this gang of women, of girls, you know. They were older than me, but they've been failing, you know. So because, imagine, I'm short already, and I'm not the failing type. I get into the school where girls are failing, they're tall, they're bigger than me, and then they're like, yeah, that one, wanna teacher so-and-so, because I was a teacher's daughter, you know. That's why she thinks she's better. And also the worst thing is when I got into the new school, I took somebody's boyfriend. Oh Jesus, oh my Jehovah. Now I didn't know that the boyfriend that I took belongs to one of the gang members. Ha! Pasalwan. Now, and now I hear stories that, okay, on this day, we're going to beat the crap out of this girl. Remember, these are 5 big girls, guys, and I'm alone. You see this thing the way that I do things here, where, like, especially here on social media, I fight my own battles. There's never a tag team. I don't do tag teams, guys. You'll never find me and so, we are busy fighting so. Me, I do my thing. Like, if I fight, if it's me and you, it's me and you. I'm not going to involve other people. That's why when other people are fighting, I always say, please don't involve me in your things, okay? Because when I'm fighting my battles, nobody backs me up. So now I'm alone and I have these 5 girls, 5 big girls. Not only are they big, they're older than me. And I took one of their boyfriends. Ha ha. So now I need to be strategic. Remember, I'm a girl who's coming with an attitude. I won a fist fight once. But also at the same time, I don't want a fist fight again because I don't want to go to jail. Because the first time it was a warning to say, girl, you're going to end up in prison. Then I'm like, okay, what is the strategy? Even today, the guy who was a principal back then, when he calls me or when he calls my daddy, he always says, hey, this one, strategic. So what I did is, I heard that after school on that day, they said after school is after school. Hey, do you understand? After school is after school, guys. So, okay.
Yes, after school.
After school is after school. So it's 5 girls. These 5 girls who are bigger than me, they're waiting for me after school. I'm like, okay, what should I do? I wait for lunchtime. Lunchtime, I see the leader of the pack. Guys, let me tell you, the leader of the pack. I'm not talking, remember even that gang of 5 people, there's the big boss. Like the big boss, guys, is so scary. It's scary. But I was like, okay, for me to win this thing, I need to go for the big boss. Because they're going to beat the crap out of me if it's all 5 of them at once. So if I can conquer the big boss, I will conquer everybody else. So I go there. It's lunchtime. I'm eating. Then I see the big boss sitting. I wait for, hey guys, I mean, I don't know where I come up with these things, ne? I don't know. So I see this girl after lunch. She goes and she sits down like this on a chair and on her table. Like you see how high school tables is like, you know, those individual tables. So she's just sitting down on a chair. And then I'm like, good shot. Okay, this is my chance because when she's sitting down, when I go and stand in front of her, I'm taller than her. And if she tries anything with me, I'm going to beat the crap out of her while she's sitting down. She will not stand a chance. She will not stand. I'll make sure when I get there, I hold the table and I speak to her. I'm not going to beat her up. I'm just going to speak to her while I'm above her. Because remember when we are standing, I have to look at her like this. The only way I must look at her like this is when she's sitting. She sits down. She sits down 1 hour, 2 because she was ready to study. Because remember, it's lunchtime. After lunch, then it's school out. Then it's time to beat up Perseverance Marime. The minute she sits down, guys, quick, I go straight to her. I stand like this. I look at her. I'm like, girl, I heard you want to beat me up after school. I am not scared of you. There's this other saying, in Venda, ne? Okay, let me give you an example with this tree that I have in my hand. In Venda, I don't know what you call it. When I do like this, it's me shaking a tree. But in Venda, like usually when a tree has fruits and you do like this for the fruits to fall down, like you could do, I don't know what to call it in other languages, but I believe the demonstration makes a difference, right? So I said to that girl, do you see how tall I am? Do you see how tall you are? That's what I said. I said I'm gonna do to her what we do to trees when we want fruits to fall off. Yeah, guys, that girl went into a fridge same time. And I was looking at her like this in the eye, right here, and I was busy doing like this. I'm like, girl, after school is after school. I am not scared of you, all of you, starting from you, the big boss, to the rest of them. When I walked out of there, the fear that filled my heart, I'm like, today I am dead. I'm a go. Today they're gonna kill me. You understand? I go back to my class, and I remember these people are, like I told you, these are the people who are failing. They're in the history class. Me, I run, I go to the maths and science class, I sit down, the maths teacher comes in, we study. As if nothing happened. Yeah, guys, let me tell you what happened that day. The day I was supposed to be beaten up. Hey. This girl, instead of them waiting for me, because if it was me and my logic, I would have waited for after school and show this girl. I want to see her zuzaring me the way she said she's gonna zuza me. Nah? This all all these 5 people, you know what they did? They went to the principal's office. I was in high school. I was doing grade 12. Somebody's asking, how old were you? And these people were older than me. They should have finished matric a long time ago. Instead of them waiting for me after school, they went straight to the principal's office to tell the principal that I intimidated them. I want to fight them. The same people who are gonna wait for me after school. So when I get into the principal's office, remember this is serious. These people are scared for their lives because they don't know or not temper me. Like they don't know why do I have so much confidence to tell them that I'm going to do that then? You know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when they go into the principal's office and they say, call her. I'm in trouble now. Remember, I'm in trouble. My dad still, he denies me for the second time. Like, I don't know who that child is. Call the police. I get there. The principal, look, guys, remember the principal is angry. Everybody in the staff room is angry because these ladies told them what I did. Ne? The principal was so defeated because the principal, like, I was new in the school, so he didn't really know me that much. But the minute I walked in, he looked, he's like, hey, he started cracking. He started laughing so hard. He's like, yeah, when I perseverance. So you, with you are this size, you are a size of a meal that didn't grow to full size. You want to beat up these people, all 5 of them. How possible is that? You know, then I started telling the story. No, these people are the ones who said they wanted to beat me up. What. Guys, from that day, I became friends with those people. And there was no bullying in that school. But from there, because of the police issue, I started, shying away from anything that's going to get me incriminated. So if I date a guy, you are also dating a guy, me, I'll give you the man. Take the man. Leave me alone. I don't want to go to jail. Take the man. Leave me alone. If right now, the guy that I'm dating, I found out he's your man. My sister, take your man. I don't want to end up in jail. Because I know that if we are saying let's fight now, there's a 50-50 chance. I will either wake up in a prison cell or in a ward or in a mutual. You see? Yeah. So hey, me, I don't fight for men. You take the man.
Why?
Yeah?
Why you leave your man like that?
No. Why must I fight for a man? Is he an object?
He's not really an object, but he's okay. It depends on how you value him.
No, that nonsense is nonsense. What you're telling me, my brother, is not the one. You know why? You have to value yourself first.
You are a combination. You are a combination. You are a combination.
Wait, why must I fight for you? Why must I value you when you don't value yourself? Because if you value yourself, you won't even be making women hit each other by the head, bump heads. When you value yourself, you understand the type of woman that you have and you cherish her. So if we have to get to a point where I must prove myself and have to fight another girl for you, you don't even know, you are confused. So what am I doing with a confused man? Let's just leave it. Go, Hamba Juba, go to that. You see that one who's willing to fight for you? You guys deserve each other. You will be fighting for each other there.
So now, when as you, as Marameni, what icon are you in terms of that? Why do you say that? Why do you just want to say you don't fight for a man, even if you're married?
Yeah, let me tell you, when I was married, the lady that was dating my ex, when they had to move, I was like, guys, go. I'm like, no, let's go confront her. I go. The relationship failed by itself there. But the thing is, look, when Metro Bliss,
Yes, ma'am.
I've done a lot of work on myself. I understand myself and I know myself, right? And if you are coming to me, you are saying you want me, right? So if you want me, you are going to want me even when I'm evolving like that. And if I'm okay with you and I also want you, can this wanting each other thing be mutual? Once one is ahead of the other, we have a problem. I can't be proving myself that you did well by picking me every day. No.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Carry on. I get what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. So rather,
I get what you mean.
if we're in a relationship and we both equally want to be in this relationship, let's make it work. Even if the relationship is struggling here and there, let us try to make it work. Let us get therapy if we have therapy. That's if we both really want to make this relationship work. But once we get to a point where now you are saying I'm done and me, I must run around after you and I must beg you for the relationship to work. I mean, what are we doing? Because then that means I must suffer for the rest of my life because I must anger you to stay with me. Why? Why am I not valuing myself enough to say, if a man does not want me, it's okay. Let's move. Let's keep it moving. Either I must stay by myself or I will find somebody else.
So, you are from the royal family?
Right? No. I'm not from a royal family.
but you, hey, I sense a lot. Hey, I sense a lot in you. You are so into warriorship. You know what I'm saying? Warriorship. So if you are a warrior, you know in the those movies,
Yeah.
African movies, we watch those ladies who are tough and they have this warrior thing in them. So I sense that warriorship.
Can I tell you what it is? Can I tell you what it is? I was raised by a man. Yes, I was raised by a man.
That is correct. When I say there's this sense of warriorship.
Yeah, I suppose that is the thing, because remember there's a difference between having both parents present and being raised by a man. There's a difference, because in most cases men are not hands-on with the kids, right? Especially if there's a mom and a dad in a relationship. Yes, dads are there, they love their kids, you play with them 2 minutes and then you give them to the mother, but that's not you raising the child. That's a child having two parents both present, right? But when I say I was raised by a man, literally all the things which a mother would be doing for the child, I had a man doing that for me. You know, I had a man saying to me, my dad.
Was he cooking also for you? Was he cooking?
No. We had a maid. We had a helper.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, but
yeah,
sometimes
but that was before. Okay, my mom is late, right? So my dad remarried. So before my dad remarried, it was just us, right? That my dad is one of those responsible, hands-on dads who literally just want to raise his own children. He didn't want anybody to do it for him, right? So it got to a point where when I am this was my dad. It's like, listen, I have a job. I'm not gonna be coming to your school every 2 minutes because when you couldn't use your own mouth that I blessed you with to reason and speak yourself out of whatever situation and reason with whoever that is there. With your small mental capacity, you should be able to answer for yourself. I don't have to come here and answer for you on things that when you did them, I was not even here. You understand what I mean? So my dad was that person that would say, be responsible. He was that person that would say every month when he gets paid, he would give you an allowance, right? And on that allowance, he would tell you, listen, girl, I get paid once. I'm going to pay you once. You need to understand that in life, a salary comes only once a month. And you need to be responsible for what I give you, because once it's finished, it's finished. So I was raised with a lot of tough love. I was trained military style, you know. And my dad is one of those people that
yeah. That's why I say why. Yeah, carry on. I'm listening.
Yeah, so my dad is one of those people that no matter how painful it is, he's gonna tell you the truth the way it is. So I think I took that from him. Like, he will tell you, listen, girl, I know probably what I'm gonna tell you now, you're gonna cry, but please look around you. Do you see a mother? Yeah, no. So we need to make it work. You need to keep it moving. Yes, it's fine, cry, do whatever, but you need to get up and let's go. Let's do what needs to be done, you know. But yeah,
is it true that history repeats itself?
I beg your pardon?
Is it true that history repeats itself?
How so?
Also, in a growing level, like now you're saying, the father groomed you and you became who you are today. In his level of living, was he in a military base,
Nah.
kind of a setup?
He was a teacher.
Or he was just an normal man?
He was a teacher.
Oh yeah, no, this is too much, ne? He was a teacher, and at the same time, and you groomed by him, and at the same time, and he was this man of his own caliber. That, you know what, this is how we're gonna live, you and I. And were you the only girl in the home?
No, we were 3 girls, 1 boy.
So firstborn was who? A girl or a boy?
The boy is a third born. The boy comes after me. Listen, the thing is at home, I was the only hands-on child. I was the only problematic child. The rest of my siblings were cool. They were chilled. I'm the only one who's always in trouble, you know? So I think I needed a lot more attention to detail because of a hands-on child that I was. Like, my character was just not like other people's characters. The other ones were chilled, you know? Let me tell you something. I think I shared this story before, even in podcast episodes that I do, where I say that at my father's house, our previous house where we used to stay, only my room had burglar doors, burglar proofs, because I was the only one who was capable of going out the window. The rest of the people, they sleep until the morning. Me, I go partying while others are sleeping.
You're more like Queen Latifah. You know, I don't know if people have said that before. You're more like this behavior of Queen Latifah. You know, you get into things, you do them the way. I think sometimes women should become like that. You know, in an instant somehow, you know, to rectify things and to make things the other way around. Not to say we are delivering isin to or what,
Yeah.
We just have to move on in that fashion. Sometimes women have to come up. And then if you what do you call this now? If you get into the diversity world where you bring in Black Americans, women, they are more like that. They are they're into things. I think in South Africa is a bit of a low down dirty shame. You feel pity for your man, like you're saying, feel pity for your woman. But if a woman is doing things, then it's like the other way around. I don't know about the issue of the lady a Sangoma lady that one's Koten, like I wanna stembo. I don't know that kind of concept. Does it mean is it wrong if a woman does that?
For me, I feel like I think I've seen a podcast episode where she said that she was just doing a publicity stunt there, on that one. Yeah. But also me, I'm one of those people that really I strongly believe in the fact that God is an artist. God is an artist so much that he made us so diverse that we should be different and we should be able to embrace each other in our differences and coexist even when we are different. And I think the reason why I am the person that I am is because I'm one person that a lot of people find difficult to accept. They for a certain to a certain degree, people feel like I should be a certain way that makes them comfortable. So when I'm not there, it's like, hey, this one is too much. But I remember this one time I asked a colleague a question. She said to me, well, my perseverance, do you ever stop talking? Like, do you ever get tired of talking? That was just her genuinely asking me a question.
You are succumbing. To me, you make my blood boil. You are this woman that I respect, that I see. This is the woman who's supposed to fight for other women. I get you.
Yeah. So the question that I threw back at this woman was, do you get, because she's a very reserved and quiet person. I asked her a simple question. Do you ever get tired of being quiet? Do you ever get tired of just listening to your own thoughts and not opening your mouth? And her answer was no, I don't get tired of being quiet. I'm like, I also don't get tired of talking. So can't we coexist? Because even you being quiet like this, sometimes I wonder, do you want to commit suicide or what? But I need to embrace you and accept you and coexist with you even when you're quiet all the time. You should be able to do the same with me as well, So, I strongly believe that we should coexist even when we believe in different things. Like in general, I don't believe in stembo. I think that's abuse to the children, you know. So yeah, I think
Abuse. Why do you think that?
I think children need individual attention, and as an individual, only one as one. When you have to give attention to 10 children, 3 are with this mother, 3 are with that mother, you can't split yourself to be 100. You're depriving other children. There are others that are gonna get, there are others that are not gonna get, and that sense of lack, it really damages the children because they end up being people pleasers. They end up being enablers because they are seeking for attention that you can't give them, because 24 hours is not enough in a day. We all have 24 hours. You have to divide it amongst your 30 children. My 2 children exhaust me with that 24 hours. So I feel like kids get deprived. That's just my opinion, right? I'm not saying people should not be in STEMBO. I'm not saying people should not procreate with different people, but I'm just saying with me personally, the reason why I would never want to associate myself with that is because I want to give my kids enough.
Yeah. No.
Hi, Madam Speaker. Hi, everyone.
Hi, darling.
How are you guys doing?
We're good. How are you, honey?
I'm good. I like something that you said, and I thought, let me just request that we need to accept each other the way we are. As for me, I'm the opposite of you. I'm very quiet. And people sometimes are like, oh, okay, so like, what is this about you? But can we accept each other the way we are? And also, what you said, I've been thinking about it a lot, that, we're not in this world to be the same.
Yeah.
We can't all be the same. And we need to appreciate our differences.
Yeah.
So with me, I am quiet, but there are people that whenever you're quiet, they feel like they can come and step onto your on your toes. True. What is that word that you used in Benda?
They're gonna be dancing kwasa kwasa on top of your head, my sister. They'll be dancing chigombela.
Exactly. You said that word that you used for shaking the tree. What did you say?
They will be zudzaring you.
But they want to zudza us because you're quiet. So I'm like, no. So I had an aunt of mine who was trying to zudza me because I'm quiet. I'm like, hey.
Don't do that.
I am quiet, but don't zudza me. I will zudza you back.
And I mean, honestly, personally, I'm scared of quiet people, you know. Quiet people can really plan an entire murder. They can murder you in their head like 7 times before they get to you. So, hey, me, I'm scared of quiet people. I never mess with quiet people.
I'm quiet, yes, but I'm not afraid to say my opinion. And I'm not going to sit while burning because of something that you said to me. So I am quiet, but I know when to speak and when to not speak.
Yeah.
But don't do that me. I will tell it 10 times.
People will get
I've
comfortable.
noticed something also. People, they talk because of this protocol. Have you ever, when you enter the bank, for example, there's this thing of be quiet. Cameras are looking at you. It's like a black, in a way of being black, it's like
You're a thief. You're a potential thief.
Yeah, potential thief. Who's a Jonjiman? There's protocol everywhere. Freedom of speech, coherency, adherency. We should be like that. I don't know why we're living with this world of metrics, and we should really be the way Chuen is saying. Chuen, what do you say?
Yeah.
I think it's right.
Yes, I think we need to accept each other and know that everyone is different and we're not here to be the same. If we were meant to be the same, then only one person will be in this world and
exactly.
the rest of us. So it's important to just accept each other and live together, embrace each other.
And also, God knew that we were gonna be boring. I'm trying to imagine a world full of perseverances. You guys, it was gonna be a disaster. It was gonna be a disaster. Hey. Matsiriso says God has created Matsiriso here.
Mama,
Yeah.
Please, can I DM you? Can you DM me? We'll talk. Can I go?
Yeah, no, of course you can. Thank you so much, my brother, for joining in. I really appreciate you being here.
And I really appreciate also for allowing me. Thank you,
Okay.
Jenny.
Bye.
Bye.
And also with me, my kind of friends are people like you. I normally have friends that are talkative and all that.
All my friends are like you, babe. All my friends are like you. And the thing is, in them, there's this one friend of mine that I love so much, ne? She's like you, ne? And then her voice is so low. Yeah. And then she's so bossy. And people don't believe me when I tell them this one is the one, we are bumping each other's heads because of this one. And then she'd be like, and I hope she's here watching. Her name is Rosaline. Yeah, Rosaline, my friend. She'll be like, yeah. So we work with her. She's the boss of our clothing brand, Crown Lioness. She's the one who is running it, ne? She'll be sitting here like, okay, it's weekend. We are supposed to be working now. Why are you guys sitting down? That time she just got there. And then with a very low voice. Like when you're outside, you'll be like, I'm talking to myself. Until you come closer, you're like, yes, the bully. You know? And all of my friends are like that. And for me, I love them like that. And people always ask, how do you handle Madam Speaker Mara? Because she talks a lot. They don't know that when I'm with these people, they're the ones who are bullying me. Yes.
And it's always like that. It's always like that. I love my friends. They're like the talkative ones. But whenever we're together, we just embrace each other. And also people take advantage of our small voices. I know my voice is a bit small, but you know what? Once I open my mouth, it's like,
Yeah, I think people with small voices, they have the same frustrations as us people who are short. Because when I'm short, I would even want to stand on my toes. My sister, don't disrespect me because I'm short. The minute I open my mouth, I will paralyze you with my mouth. You understand what I mean? So we have issues like, okay, don't disrespect me because of this one thing. There's more to offer than this thing that you're disrespecting me for. So I do believe it's just like that in general, guys. There's a comment that I wanted to read here from Masiri. So we're saying God has created us not to be the same for a reason, to create a balance. It's not wrong to be different. This thing keeps disappearing. Imagine the chaos if we're all the same. It was gonna be so boring, guys. Like the chaos of us being the same. I compare it with the chaos of you having to eat the same food every single day, doing the same routine that is so boring. That is you would be so miserable. Imagine we're all the same. I'm wearing this t-shirt, you are wearing it. I'm doing this here, you're doing it. What I'm thinking is what you're thinking. Sorry. Let's not do that to one another, guys. God knew what he was doing. Can we not tame each other? Because that's how God made us. He wants us to be exactly like this. But anyway, guys, with that being said, I think we have come to the end of our life for today. I wanted us to talk really about, the dangers of us women incriminating each other or incriminating ourselves, all in the name of love. I was the only one who was able to share her story regarding this whole thing, but maybe we can revisit the topic some other time based on the responses of the people. But with that being said, for today, we are done and dusted. I love you. God bless you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to go to YouTube and subscribe. All right? Ciao.